Hey vinyl community, good morning. It's Mazzy, and I'm gonna do a contest. I think Greg hates contests, right? Greg in Los Angeles, you hate contests. I kind of with you on it. I did the one contest already, the photographer cover thing, but I'm gonna do a contest. In a way, this is my Confessions of a Beatlemaniac contest, because of all of you know, when I do my whack-a-moles and my main record cabinet over there, it's all my jazz and rock and soul and country and everything else. Well, behind me is only half of my Beatle wall. I'm looking at my other Beatle wall. I think in earlier videos you've seen some of it. So the contest, I'm gonna work backwards. So you're gonna have to watch it all, and you have to subscribe, and please subscribe. I mean, if you're a Beatle freak, if you're tired if you're tired of the Beatles, freaking subscribe. I have a little cred here because myself and a friend partner I had, David Bacon, who is now a teacher in New Jersey, invented Beatles tourism. You're looking at me saying, how can this San Franciscan have invented Beatles tourism? Well, that wasn't my quote. I took Ron Porter's, in the, 2013, 2003, I went to England to the Concert for George at the Royal Albert Hall, and just for fun, I took Porter's walking tour of London. He did several tours, and I wrote him beforehand, and we had exchanged emails over the years. Well, it turns out I'm going backwards now, but when I went on the tour, halfway through the tour, he stopped and he introduced me to, there was about 20 people on that walking tour, and said, I have Norman Maslow here, who's one of the inventors of Beatle tourism. And it's kind of a nudge, nudge, wink, wink joke, but 1978, when I was getting out of college, I backpacked through Europe and I went to London, and I went to Liverpool, and I went to Abbey Road, and I went to Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane, and I went to Apple Records on Savile Row, and on and on and on. Not did I only go to Amsterdam, go to Anne Frank's house, or go to Stratford upon Avon, which I did, from where Shakespeare is from. There were Beatles sites. So you'd go to Liverpool, and you'd go to the Liverpool Town Council and Tourism Bureau, and you'd say, hey, where is this? Where is that? Where are the Beatles? Oh, there's all the Beatles stuff. And they basically had a little mimeograph thing, and they would say to you, there's nothing really here to see. There's nothing to see, no Beatles stuff. They really didn't give a shit at that time. But people like myself still made the pilgrimage, and my buddy David went the next year in 1979. So we decided in late 79 to do a book, which we did. We started writing it in 79. We went in March of 1980. We traveled through London, Liverpool, went to Hamburg, and we did this book called The Beatles England. It's long out of print, and it's a Beatles sites. George Harrison's Frere Park, which is out on Henley-on-Thames. Their childhood homes in Liverpool. The London Palladium. On and on and on and on and on. Some fun stuff. Obviously, EMI Studios, Abbey Road Studios, is, definitely the one place. But then we have a Hamburg section, which we call a day tripping section. We have Stonehenge. We did some tourist places in here that are beyond the Beatles, mainly because in the movie Help, the Beatles, we're playing out on the Salisbury Plain in Stonehenge. Anyway, it's a few errors in the book, and obviously since then, Liverpool, London, they jumped on the Beatle bandwagon. Now it's a tourist mecca with hotels and statues and tourist sites. But little Davy and Normie invented Beatle tourism. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Anyway, I'm going to give away 3 copies of this out-of-print book signed by the authors. Places I'll remember, the Beatles, England. There's David and I sitting on the steps of Savile Row, the Apple's office. That's where the rooftop concert happened. But again, fun book. Anyway, this is the prize. Okay, I'll show you a little of my collection. So those are all Beatle-related records, as I've showed some of you before. And these are all Beatle books. I have a Beatle book collection. I also have, this is a brick from Menlove Avenue, John's house. He lived with his Aunt Mimi in Liverpool. And this is, when they broke down the wall, they were cleaning it up and renovating in the year 2000. A brick. Heavy brick. Also, this is a piece of paint. When we were writing our book, working on our book, researching our book in Liverpool, Ye Crack Pub, which is right by the Cavern Club, where near the art college, where the art students used to hang out. This is a piece of paint peeling off it. I'm obsessive. I could go on and on about my collection. There's so much great stuff about the collection. When we were there, the cavern had been torn down when we worked on our book. So in our book, it shows the parking lot, which they later rebuilt a duplicate of the cavern that's up now, which is actually not in the exact spot. It's right next door to where the Cavern Club was. Anyway, back to the contest. Okay, I want you just to pull out one album that's not by the Beatles, but has Beatles songs on it. All Beatles songs, a Beatle cover album by anybody, and talk about it, showcase it. There's a million. In fact, in my collection, I probably have, not a million, but I probably have 75 cover albums, like Chet Atkins plays the Beatles, or Count Basie plays the Beatles. Pull out jazz, country, rock, disco, any kind of album, and talk about it for a while. Tell me about, and tell us about how you got that record, what you like about it or what you don't like about it, and showcase it. That's it. The deadline. I have to go out of town again, back to San Francisco, work stuff next week. So let's do, where are we now? What month is this? How about May 15th? Deadline by May 15th. So that's a good, 3 weeks? You know, again, please let me know, because I found last time, and even when I've entered contests, sometimes the person having the contest never even sees it. I mean, it's not like you can hashtag it and you get a notification. So please post your link, or at least post your name down in the comments saying you did the contest, and I'll go check it out, and I'll keep it running tab, and on or around May 15th, the top 3, and I don't know how I'm going to decide. It's usually random. That's probably the fairest way, because I don't want to judge it. This isn't a beauty contest. But you'll get a signed copy of the Beatles England, long out of print. Again, I have extra copies for, we ship them out, $20, including shipping and handling. And you can inbox me for that if you don't get one. But anyway, free copy of the Beatles England, Confessions of a Beatlemaniac, The Inventor of Beatle Tourism, Nudge Nudge, Wink Wink. Mazzy out, and have a great day, and looking forward to your videos. Take care.